Okay, what's up? Imagine that. For once, we actually have Golden Sun music starting at the beginning of these streams. Imagine that. All right, we're gonna get right to it. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of time. We're gonna do one thing with the new character, and we're gonna create a back. Let me just put this down. This is bumping. Venus Lighthouse is bumping, but it's kind of loud. There we go. All right. So I actually have to make a blocking sprite. We're gonna make a background today, hopefully, and we'll proceed to go from there. All right, Sarah. All right, let's use you. I'm honestly gonna debate if I'm gonna change that or not. It might be a little bit too late, but we'll see. So the issue with pikes is we can have like a normal guard. Let me just get the pike here and we'll just brainstorm from there. Because using her anti-air as an example, this is like the perfect like blocking animation. Well, sprite. I'll just have to change this downward, which I'm probably gonna end up doing, but I actually need a frontal one, so let's see. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm curious. Let's save some time and effort. We're gonna copy this. I'm gonna detach the arm and the pike, and I'm gonna rotate it, hopefully. This could have been a little bit better, but it's not the end of the world. Hair is hard. Hair is really, really hard, especially like with complex characters like Mia. Like, Mia's awesome, but her sprite is very complex. Her, Minority, Jenna's probably like the easiest sprite to actually work with, believe it or not. Ivan's hard too. Okay, let's copy this. All right. All right. I was not trying to do that, but for some odd reason, I copied the whole thing. That's weird. They shouldn't have done that. Let's see. It's gonna copy the whole thing, isn't it? Yeah, that's fine. So weird. All right, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna try to rotate it 90 degrees. If not, I'm gonna have to do some funky stuff. Of course, can't have it easy. All right. Scratch that idea. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna detach her. We're gonna detach her arm. Well, first of all, let's get rid of the pike. Get rid of this. Let's detach this. We're gonna copy this. We're gonna put it in layer 2. Right. That there. Let's see how it looks 90 degrees. It's still gonna look the same. So now let's try rotating it one more time, and I think we should get it. Perfect. That's actually brilliant. Okay. So let's delete the arm now. Give me a second. Even though it's technically my day off, I'm still working. It's been a very long day. I've been working on the latest lore video that's gonna be released in a couple of days. We're on the hardest part, which is closed captioning, because people can't understand what the fuck I'm saying. So I gotta manually go over the closed captioning, which takes forever. And I just got so tired. have an idea, actually. So let's add the pike now. All right. How is she gonna block with the Glock? Block the Glock. I'll have to figure that out later. Remember, she's gonna be swapping between firearm and the pike. And again, the reason why we weren't gonna do firearms, but I was convinced to do it. I was convinced by a comment. Okay, so let's rotate this 90 degrees again. All right. Copy. All right. Now let's put this behind. We got something. Holy shit, we actually cooked. I have to, unfortunately, extend this a little tiny bit. Not that much, though. Yeah, so she's gonna be blocking. That's the best way she's gonna have to block. Especially with how our pike is. Yeah, that's honestly the best we can do with that. Yeah. Alright. There's not really much we can do with that, but I think we're good. Alright. Now we'll do... Let's at least try to do one with the front. Alright. We'll just call it Sarah backlock. We still have to make 3 extra people, so if anybody has suggestions for names, I mean, give me ideas, because names are hard, especially in this world. You'll have basic sounding names like Isaac, Kyle, Jenna, Garrett, Mia, Ivan. Then you get Satoros, Minardi, Agashio, Karst. You get these crazy sounding names. Sarah Block. We'll back block. Alright. So that's fine. I'm thinking I'm honestly just gonna... I have an idea of how I want to make her character. We're gonna make her character type like one of those characters who feel like she's doing the right thing, but it's just inherently wrong. Yeah, that's what we'll go with. That's how this sprite screams at me right now. You just completely did something completely fucked up, but you're feeling remorseful about it. Like, oh, how tragic. Well, we'll figure it out as we go. This is remixed. Okay. So how would I do a block with this? I would honestly have to take... Let me look at her sprites real quick that I made so far. I can't use this one. She needs to be rotated a tiny little bit. I would have to do something like this, like her damage sprite. Okay, we're just not gonna do it. That's honestly like the best thing we can do right here. I can change her leg up a little tiny bit. Okay. I'm gonna have to... I have an idea. I have a very nifty idea. Let's change her legs around. Well, first of all, so I don't fuck this up, I do it 128 by 128 just so I'm gonna have a little bit more wiggle room. Then I just resize them as soon as I get to Adobe Animate. Damn, I was supposed to work on Minority today too. I just ran out of time because I was focusing more on that lore video. So I need to get it done in the next couple days because our work schedule's still kind of weird. It's like we'll work, then we'll have a few days off, and back to work. I'm still stuck here till July too. Okay. I'm gonna keep you here just in case. All right, so copy, paste. So we're gonna take her legs. This is gonna be weird. I think I have an idea. Okay. Sure. Hmm. Oh. She can have her knee up, I guess. Have her knee up to brace the height. Yeah, that can work. I'll just have to change the angle for this. Yeah, this can work. Let's get rid of this. We'll just have to fix this a little tiny bit. Not a big deal. We can extend this a little bit more too. Copy, paste, rotate it. All right, that's good. Copy, paste. Rotate this a tad little bit. There we go. Let's add a little bit of color right here. All right, a little bit of white. Put a darker shade right there. That looks good. Put that up. All right, let's grab the pike. So how do I want her to do this? Copy. Hmm. Oh, I have an idea. Rotate this one more time. That was on me. Not rotate the canvas. I'm actually being a box tonight. Wait a minute. That's why. That's so weird that it's doing that tonight. It's all good. Hmm. I'm gonna try something. This is gonna distort it. Let's try at least rotating the proportion a little tiny bit. Come on. Oh. Damn, I am just whiffing everything today. Having her eyes silhouetted, this could potentially look like some vile shit. Fix that right there, but not a big deal. I'll just have to add a little bit more green right there. We got something here. Let's just polish this up. You have to be very, very, very careful with Golden Sun sprites. Just a little bit of green. Give me 1 second. That's fine. Oh well. I just gotta make sure I keep checking my phone, just in case. No. Fill in right here too, so he looks a little uniform. Let's not do that. Interesting. I think we don't even need that right there. No. Yeah, this looks good, in my opinion. Let's just fix that a little bit. Height. Copy. Paste. In the next few minutes, we're going to be transitioning over to background creation. It just needs to be a little bit ruffled up. There we go. Yeah, so with, I guess this makes sense. Obviously, there's not a lot of blocking room with the pike. So using her knee as more like stability would work. Yeah, we're doing some very complex blocking, but I guess that kind of works. Because I'm gonna bring up a sprite that I barely use for well, her style changing sprite. It's hard with like weapons like this, with pull weapons. Let's see. Minority. Minority's folder is massive right now. There we go. And that's just Minority with the pull behind her back. So, and let me show her blocking. There's only so much you can do with a pole weapon. Minority block. Minority guard. Like, that's the best she can do when it comes to, like, guarding. Just hold it up like this. I really like how this came out. Okay. So I guess her knee bracing, yeah, I get that. The kneecap's really hard, but it's obviously not the best thing to block with. But all right, how do I like this so far? It didn't get distorted that much. Having her hair, having the black right here definitely helps it out. There. Oh fuck! How can I forget? That's such a weird way to start that song. We don't need this no more. I gotta be very careful. I like the way this looks. Let's just fix right here. No, I don't think we... Yeah, we kind of need to, unfortunately. All right. Let's just grab a little bit of this. No, I think this one's better. Copy, paste. And let's add a bright yellow. In my honest opinion, I think that this looks good. Just get rid of this little section. No, actually, we actually kind of need that. Yes. I'm being very like nitpicky with this now. So let's fix this. Here we go. Let's add a little bit of, not a lot, some green right here. This is me just being super extra. Okay. That's weird. This is super remixed. Okay, that's fine. All right, good job. Did it. We got a very interesting, complex card. So we made blocking from the back and blocking from the front. Tomorrow I'll have to make more attacks. Because that's what we're missing so far. We have an anti-air, we have a block, we have conversation, which I'm probably gonna change. We have damage with the Glock, well, the burner, whatever you want to call it. Damage with the pike, dashing. I didn't make dashing with the gun. We'll do that real quick. Which, oh man, this could be very interesting. But let's just save this first before we get ahead of ourselves. Sarah Guard. All right. Don't need you anymore. Remember, well, like I said before, I personally do this 128 by 128. This is gonna be pretty straightforward. I need the pike again. I'm a dumbass. Well, first of all, pike, the burner, Bobby. This is gonna be kind of hard to do. I can already tell. Let's get the pike in there. Rotate this counterclockwise. Cruel, what was it? Cruel Ruin. Just Storm. Cruel Ruin. Fuck. I got that combo. That's such a toxic combo. Actually, no, this is gonna be fairly simple. Yeah, this is actually really simple. Holy shit. Okay, cool. Where do I want to put the Glock, though? It has to be a right hand. Yeah, it has to be the right hand. So silly. Luckily, shrinking this helps. At least it makes it look like it fits, sort of. Hmm. I know I've been saying this a lot, but you're going to jail, Isaac. You're going to jail. No. Rotate this a tiny little bit. No. What? Maybe I should do it on. No, it has to be over here. Hmm. Dashing with guns is hard. Because typically, gunners, when they dodge, well, when they dash, it's like this. But, from safety concerns, yeah, that's not the best. Especially, oh my god, hell no. I don't use handguns often. I have my M4, but ugh. Yeah, just for safety concern, we'll have it in the military. Always have your weapon pointing in a safe direction. The safest direction is in front of her, not like that. That's wild. But we have to be cool, I guess, in certain like fighting games. That's for sure. I'm looking at you, Noel Vermillion. Looking at you, or any generic gunner. But yeah, that's fine. Like, there's not really much we can do. It's like the gun. We just have it for a basic handgun. Yeah, I'm just calling it a handgun. I have no idea what we're gonna call these. What we were discussing the other day was muskets, which would make sense. But the Dark Dawn has the gun's sound effect, so one we can assume that they actually have firearms. Okay. Sarah Dash will burn her. Sarah Dash burner with burner. Okay. Now that that's all set, we're good. We're good. We don't need this anymore. Now the fun part. 1920 by 1080. And the reason why we're making backgrounds, let me actually see how many actual backgrounds we have in game, like battle backgrounds. We don't have a lot in game. It's only like at least 4 of them. But let's see. Go to some project, game assets, backgrounds. Go to some one. When it comes to battle backgrounds, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't really count Colosso. 5. Well, actual battle backgrounds. We won't count like special ones like Deadbeard's Chip, Colosso, because we're only there for a specific period. 1, 2, 3, 4, give or take about 12. 14. Yeah, 14. But I feel we needed more variety instead of having generic cave, a forest. I've made literally 2 forests, but I feel like we need a little bit more variety. And I really can't believe I remade Mercury the House of Re because for some weird reason they don't have it in the files, which is very strange. But we won't even get there. So what do I want to do? So for the next minute or so, I'm gonna be rummaging through my various assets. So just don't mind me. Just give me a moment. Graphics. Shout out to all the tile sets that I have through like everywhere. I have an idea. But this is gonna be kind of hard to do. To be honest, I can just... We need more nighttime stages. Like, this is a little bit more high res. But I feel this can work. This can work. I would just have to add a foreground here. Okay. Which means, like I mentioned before, the issue with lack of nighttime battle backgrounds is the fact that we're gonna have to darken the sprites, which is fine. Like we can do it. It's just gonna be annoying. Also, another remix. All right, let me grab grassland foreground. Give me a moment. I can delete this. It might look kind of scuffed, but we can make adjustments as we go. We just need like an area so they can actually fight. Every stream, we're gonna make at least a background. Luckily, we don't have to really do much with this. Okay, yeah, this can work. As mentioned before, the song is cursed. I was bumping this one day, car accident. I got rear-ended. I'm like, oh, damn, Felix. Really? Ooh. Yes, like we are bumping actual Golden Sun music tonight. And to be honest, again, it's a little bit high def for Golden Sun, but it do be pixels. Like, there's not really much we can do with this background, to be honest. Like this, yeah. Let's not fuck that up. Wow, that would have been bad. This actually blends really well. Yeah, it blends well with this. Yeah, this one's fine. Like, there's not really much we can actually do with this. Well, I like the way this looks. Well, let's throw a couple of sprites in here and we'll see. That's the main thing. I can make a background if I can make like Frankenstein a background together, but the sprites don't work. It's gonna be a waste of time. This was so hard to do, but I'm so happy with the way it came out. And we only used it once. This is actually look very good for zoom ins. Okay, yeah, I like it. But we had we have to use Heart's Sprite real quick. Heart's Sprite is all black because she's currently shaded, well, silhouetted. So let's put both of her in here. Height. This can work. So black characters can work. Oh my god, yeah, black characters can work. Okay. Beside that, let's I didn't really do much with this one actually. It's pretty straightforward background. Like I mentioned before, we need more night stages because every stage, well, every backdrop for a battle is like in the daytime, unless you're in a cave. Because later on in the series, unless Camelot or Nintendo finally shuts this down, perks of being a small channel, by the way, you go under the radar for a while. Besides that, one time someone was stealing my work and putting it on TikTok, but that's a story for another day. There's gonna be battles at night, which is where we're getting at. So that's why we have to make a few more backstages. We can go from there, but let's call this this night meadow. That's good. Okay. Backgrounds. Go to someone. Meadow. So the ones that I've made so far, Mercury base, which we've seen a lot of because they've been fighting at the base of Mercury Lighthouse for a while. Cliffside, outside Mercury Lighthouse, Cliffside, Evil Forest, the Grassland, Dire Forest from last night, and Night Meadow. All right, so this will be Night Meadow. Okay, let's go through my assets one more time before we wrap this up. Tiles. Oh yeah, I made a Venus Lighthouse background. We'll have to make a mountain. Wait, where are we? Angara is pretty much all. I'll have to make, well, a desert stage, I guess. Yeah, because after Mercury Lighthouse, we're gonna be in the grasslands for a while. We get to Gion, then the Marken Desert, the ship. We'll be going to Crossbow early. There's gonna be a lot of grasslands until we get to Sahala Gate. I have to sleep on this. But for now, every time we stream, we're making a background. So let's wrap it up for tonight. We did good. So we did two sprites for Sarah. I have to make more attacks for her, then she should be done. Then we'll progress with the next character, but I have to actually get started with the new animation. So tomorrow I'll definitely have to work on Minardi, finishing her sprites, because I need to make like 2 more sprites. We'll make a Mercury Lighthouse background for the sky tomorrow. Then we'll just go from there. Then we'll probably start the latest animation in a couple of days. After I get the next lore video uploaded, we'll start the next sprite animation. But besides that, enjoy the VODs, watch the VODs. Please take on a project like this. It's very hard, but it's very fun at the end of the day. Besides that,